Hey, St. Louis, I'm glad you tuned in to us. Okay, so I'm not a good rapper, but that's why we have rapper Chingy in the house.
And I am not going to try that, but I will tell you that we have the heavenly sounds of Damascus Road.
Plus, we can guarantee you lots of laughs with the Dave Glover Show, and you know we've got a great audience, all coming up right here, right now on The Best of the STL. Of STL TV in Forest Park, it's the best of the STL. On tonight's show, rap artist Chingy. And from the Dave Glover Show, producer Max Boise, co-host Tom Turbrock, co-host Mark Close, and host, of course, Dave Glover. Heating things up in the kitchen, El Borracho. And tonight's entertainment, Damascus Road.
It's the blue. It shoots up through the stony ground. If there's no room, there's space to rent in this town. You're out of luck. Any reason that you had to care? The traffic's stuck. You're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to get you out of this place. Someone you could lend a hand in the test of a race. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, it feels like a beautiful day.
And I'm Ivy Hartman, and you know, speaking of a beautiful day, Cassandra, I took advantage of some of the nice weather, a little bit left here in the last part of the year, and had a yard sale at my house, and it was successful. Probably because every other person that came was really helpful and told me what I should do or how I should do it better.
Did they buy something when they gave you
They
that
did,
advice?
and you'd be surprised what I was pleasantly surprised what kind of things went and people bought. And we remodeled our kitchen, so I was able to get rid of all that stuff, and that was really good. But it was interesting how people offer you advice.
Yes.
Unsolicited.
Absolutely. Like, you know what? This is way too marked too high. I'll take it off your hands for a quarter. Have you ever had someone bring something to try to barter with you and say, here, I'll give you this for that?
You know, no, I would not take someone. You know what, though? Somebody did offer me a couch.
See?
Yeah, it's funny. And you know, what really was helpful was my husband wasn't there because he's so sentimental and tied to his stuff that I was able to, oh, yeah, I'll wheel and deal on that, no problem. He'd say, how much you get for it? I said, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Here's all the money. Just go deposit it in our account. It's all taken care of.
I love garage sales.
Yeah.
Very frugal, you know.
Yeah, you can get some great stuff at yard sales and garage sales.
Now, did you have music playing in the background? 'Cause you know we have Chingy on today, and they say music sets the mood and the ambiance.
Yeah, no, I'll have to try that next
Try
time.
that the next time.
A little Chingy at my next yard sale. I
Absolutely.
see.
Well, it's going to be another exciting year for Best of the STL.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Are you, Ivy?
I'm always excited. You know, it helps that we are able to look good thanks to our sponsors and
Yes.
feel good. And I got to tell you, we have an exciting group of people on the show.
Yes.
This studio audience, man,
They're
they
the bomb.
really are good.
Are they
yeah. Okay, let's go home. They can take the show.
I
I'm
said they're
done.
the bomb, and I know that you're going to have an audience helper today who's from Portugal. In Portuguese, bomb means good. So see,
Okay.
I have a play on words there. They're the
You
bomb,
know-
and the audience is good.
You know, we may or may not have someone speaking Portuguese on the show a little bit. She decided, she heard that the chef, the restaurant was called El Borracho, the drunk man. She thought, nah, maybe not so much for me. So anyway, we're going to get an audience member in the kitchen with us tonight, though. Gilberto's going to
That'll
do
be
that.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. And you know, when you want to be a part of the audience, you got to come on down and do great stuff like that. Well, anyway, we got to move on because you're probably wondering where Gilberto is. But can you guess? He's in the kitchen. Gilberto.
Obrigado, Cassandra. That's a little bit Portuguese, I guess. Anyway, I'm here in my favorite room in this house, the kitchen, with El Borracho. So, you know, and with me is General Manager BJ Baker. But before we talk about what he's going to be doing, what Ben is going to be cooking tonight, what I'd like to tell you is that you can be a part of this wonderful, absolutely exciting audience that we have tonight. Just call to get your ticket to 314-552-2970. 314-552-2970. We have great food, as you can see, and we also have a lot of prizes and a lot of giveaways. So come on down to Best of the STL. And now BJ, El Borracho, right there on Locust, right next to Pepper Lounge. Tell me what you're going to be cooking today, and give me a little background on the restaurant.
Well, the restaurant itself, it's a big focus on fresh food, attitude and atmosphere we talk about. So it's a little bit different than your normal Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
Biggest thing when you walk in, you know right away it's different. It's Day of the Dead motif. They say it's a dusk till dawn kind of feel to it. So we really focus on the attitudes of our servers and our staff, and the kitchen help everything. You know, it's a fun atmosphere. So you come in, you're gonna get a night out. It's a destination. And with the food, you know, everything's made fresh daily.
And you have a late menu too, right?
We do. We got a best late night eating spot a year ago, and it was a big award for us. And we take pride in that, keeping the kitchen open until 2 in the morning, you know, and doing that.
Now, when you say, you know, it's a little bit of this movie, that movie that you just mentioned, Dusk Till Dawn. Is that, I mean, are we going to see vampires there?
It happened. Yeah,
It happened because it's El Borracho. It's a great place to eat.
Yeah.
I have eaten there, and it is just wonderful. Great food. So what is Ben going to be cooking today?
We're going to do 2 things here today. One of the things is we're going to do the fish tacos. We use a Pacific snapper. He's going to make the slaw. Also, we're going to do our enchiladas, which we do authentic enchiladas, but we're also going to do our sauce. And we put a little twist on it and a variation with it.
This smells really good already. All the ingredients over here. Well, I will tell you what, I'm going to stay right here in the kitchen because this is going to be my place tonight. And I love it already. So don't go away because after the break, Shingy is in the house. We'll be right back.
When life get tough, I can make it look easy. We can do the stuff that you see on TV. Superman, be my Lois Lane. I'll be your Tarzan, you can be my Jane. I'll make the sunshine when it's trying to rain. I can ease your stress, take away your pain. I ain't tripping off the...
Hey St. Louis, I'm Cara Kay. Keep it right here on STL TV.
Any questions?
What kind of service plan does this come with?
Unlimited.
Can I keep my same phone number? Does it have a camera? What's the warranty? Can I put my party shuffle on this?
Any questions?
No.
For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
I remember how much you said you liked wine. Oh.
don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Experience St. Louis.
Make sure you're safe when I'm around. If you slip, don't trip, you won't hit the ground. Cause I won't let you. I'll be right there, baby girl, I catch you. No sweat, don't worry, don't fret, boo. I'ma make sure they should never come get you. Yeah, cause I'm not that man.
Welcome back. Well, I had to leave the kitchen for a second, but it is for a worthy cause and something that I like really a lot. And I'm here with the founder of Three Avocados, and it's Mr. Joe Koenig. And what is Three Avocados?
We are a nonprofit coffee company. 100% of our proceeds help provide clean water in Uganda.
Clean water in Uganda, and you package coffee, you pick coffee in Uganda, and you bring it over here and you sell it in stores and also through the internet, right?
Correct, yeah. The coffee is available at 6 Deerbergs locations currently, or online at 3avocados.org. It is from Uganda and then roasted and packaged here in St. Louis.
Okay, what inspired you?
We were in Uganda, and we were at a small church service, and I saw a widow put 3 avocados in the basket, and that was all she had. That was the only thing she had to give, and that inspired us that we need to do something to help.
Awesome. When did you start with Three Avocados? When did you create the company or the non-for-profit?
It was in February of 2010.
In February, just this year?
Yes, yes.
Wow, and you're already making a lot of inroads in Uganda.
We are.
Okay, so where can we find your product?
Online at 3avocados.org or in Deerberg's locations or Eckert's out in Belleville.
Okay, so don't forget, you can go to 6 Deerberg's locations right here in the city and throughout the region, and also you can go to Eckert's country store in Illinois, right?
Correct.
Well, congratulations and keep it up. This is very worthy cause.
Great, and I brought you a bag of coffee here.
See, now I can go to the kitchen after eat at El Borracho, then drink some good coffee. Anyway, keep it up. Congratulations.
Right,
okay, and now I'm moving quickly over here to my best friend in the whole wide world right now. Yeah, Monique, a.k.a. Fox. And Rick the Ruler. Should I kneel when I say that? No. And they are with Starstruck Productions. And tell me, what is Starstruck Productions? Easy for me to say.
Yes, well, basically, we're a production company. We make all genres of music. We create all genres of music, from rap to jazz. We recently did a blues track, so we're capable of taking care of all of your production needs.
Ooh. and I hear, Rick, that you guys were featured on SNL just recently.
Yes, sir. We was currently featured on the SNL skit with Rihanna and Andy Samberg. We produced the record for Rihanna and Andy Samberg recently, December 5th, 2009. It was on episode, I forgot, but yeah, I'm sorry. But
it's there. You can see it on YouTube, like I did, because it's awesome too. I really had a lot of fun tuning into that particular skit that you guys did.
Yeah.
Well, now, why you decide to create such a great production company right here in the STL?
Well, I was raised in music. We both were raised in music. He played the drums. I was classically trained on the piano. We got together and made music happen. So basically, we let the music our hearts led us to creating the music, definitely. So.
Okay, Rick, I have a question for you. Is that real, that bling bling that you got going on? I mean, can you show it? Because, I'm afraid of you right now.
honestly, I'm going to be honest, it's half real, half It's both.
But that is the ruler, okay? And easy for me to say, I'm Puerto Rican. Anyway, well, listen, congratulations, and how can we reach out to you?
Well, definitely. Well, I just want to let you guys know that we were nominated for an Emmy. We didn't win, but we are thankful for the nomination. We brought that home to St. Louis, so thank you so much for everyone's support. You can reach us at Facebook. We can be reached at, Fox Starstruck at Facebook, or you can reach Rick the Ruler. That's RICK_THA_ruler at, is it?
That's at Facebook.
Facebook.
On Facebook. You can see on the telephone number also for more information. You can go to 314-497-3908. Or you can get them via email at heatworks24.7@gmail.com. Well, we're going to go and rule over there in the den because Ivy's in the den right now. Ivy, are you ruling?
Oh, Gilberto, we're doing more than that. This is action-packed over here. I've got Jeremy and Jeremy. One more Jeremy, and we could juggle. Oh, no, wait. These are juggling Jeremys. We're not going to juggle Jeremys. But you guys are with the National Prestigious Society of Collegiate Jugglers. Mouthful. Tell us about it.
Yes. Well, thanks so much for having us on the show. We are the co-presidents of the National Prestigious Society of Collegiate Jugglers, which is the Washington University and St. Louis area juggling club. We host weekly meetings for jugglers to gather and practice, and occasionally we put on shows, one of which is coming up next month, which we are very excited about.
All right, Jeremy, I am not a juggler at all. So you guys are going to demonstrate some techniques for us, but what's the real secret to juggling?
The real secret is focus, determination, and relaxation.
I'm going to see some major focus, relaxation, and determination. Show us what you got, guys. Well done. Well done. Yeah. It's not often that somebody steals the show from us, so that was pretty cool. And you guys did. You looked completely relaxed.
Told you.
All right. So if you guys want to see some more juggling in action, you guys have a juggling showcase coming up on October 23rd.
Yes, we do. On October 23rd at 7 p.m., we have a juggling showcase. It's going to be held on the Washington University campus, and we have some amazing performers coming in for it.
This is all unpaid, volunteer, kind of amateur, or?
No, these are professional performers that we're bringing in through WashU. And we have a great selection. Jeremy and I, the presidents of the club, are going to be emceeing the show, and our performers are actually coming in from around the world. We have performers from as close as St. Louis, like Tony Pezzo, who you see right here, and as far away as Stockholm, Sweden, where Jay Gilligan is coming in from, who's really one of the world's most amazing creative jugglers.
The cool thing I like, too, is if they come to the showcase, that's fabulous. But, you know, if you want to brush up on some juggling skills, you invite people to come certain nights of the week to juggle with you guys.
Yes, we would love for anyone to come by and learn how to juggle. We meet in the Mallinckrodt building on WashU's campus Monday and Thursday nights. We're usually there from around 7 to 10. We have jugglers of all skill levels, and we would welcome anyone who wants to come and learn.
I think even me, I'm not hopeless, right?
You would be welcome.
I would think this show's a little bit of a juggling act, but we're going to go from one side of talented performers to a whole nother side of talented performers as Cassandra and Gilberto introduce us to our guest.
Thank you, Ivy. You know, I think I could do that, Ivy, with about 10 years of practice.
Yeah.
A little juggling.
I can never do it. But I can try, like I can pretend that I'm doing it.
Well, that's all right. Our next guest has his act down packed. Our next guest is a native St. Louisan who has made a name for himself in the rap world.
And in addition to his music, he has created a passion for youth and has developed an organization to inspire youth all across St. Louis.
Please help us welcome Chingy.
be here. Great to be here.
It's good to be home, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure you can go all over the world, but it's no place like home.
I'm going this week, actually.
All right, where
I'm
you
going to
going?
Singapore.
Whoa.
All the way out the country.
How long?
It's about a 20-hour flight. I'm going to be gone for about a week.
Do you have to pick up some of the language, or are you gonna have an interpreter?
We're gonna have a problem with that.
I'm gonna say like hello.
Yeah, you get a
like
crash course.
I sure don't know how to speak none of their language. I'm gonna have to learn though while I'm over there. Learn
you
something.
can learn. You can learn. You're talented like that, and you know you have a lot of talents, Chingy. I know that you can write your own music, produce, and sing and rap. What made you decide to go down the entertainment venue? Because I'm sure you had, as a little boy, lots of options.
Yeah. I was into like sports, but like music was just always something I always was into. Being in a household with my mother and my father, you know, I had to listen to Luther Vandross, some Temptations. But me at a young age, like when I was 6, 7, 8, I was also listening to like Run DMC, LL Cool J. I loved Michael Jackson. May he rest in peace. I loved Michael Jackson. It was just something about just being able to put my everyday life and just the fun of music into my own words. Like, you know, so being able to express myself in my own way. So that just always stuck with me. But
and the good thing is that now you are developing something else, and it's your foundation.
The Chingy for Change Foundation.
Yes, and what inspired you to go into that?
I come from, you know, St. Louis City, Walnut Park, north side of Walnut Park, and you know, it's not, the neighborhood is rough. A lot of negative stuff going over there with drugs, gangs, and things like that. So I come from that background. So I wanted to create something a little more positive, you know, to give kids something to look forward to. And the Chingy for Change Foundation is all about, you know, reaching out to the inner city kids with a task to educate, motivate, demonstrate on how to be better leaders in the community. And it's all about helping. So, you know, that's pretty much what it's about.
To give back.
I like that. Educate.
3 key words.
And demonstrate.
And
educate, motivate, demonstrate.
I thought Jesse Jackson was in the house.
Are you running for office? Can we say that?
I gotta ask you though, because you keep giving back in that way, and so many people look up to you. I'm sure you will never realize how many people you've reached.
Yeah.
How has St. Louis embraced you in the things that you have accomplished?
How St. Louis has embraced me, they always show me love. From the start of my career in 2003 up until now 2010, it's like when I throw different events, everybody come out to support me, to have fun with me. I can be myself on the street, you know, wherever I go. You know, people know me, they speak, you know, they be real genuine about it. St. Louis just always had my back from the beginning. Even before I made it professionally, St. Louis was always behind me. So, you know, this home, this the city, so they always support me.
So now that you're going to Singapore, and I'm just thinking off the top of my head, what kind of impression of St. Louis would you like to live with the people
in Singapore?
That you're going to be touching.
The impression I'm gonna leave?
Yes.
I'm going over there. I got a little tour, a couple show days. So I just want them to have fun. I want them. I'm gonna give them a great performance, be energetic, and just show them how to have fun with Chingy all the way from another country. Okay. You know, I want them to leave with Chingy's a cool dude, and I like his music, and he threw a great show.
And maybe I want to come back to the STL to
that,
visit, right?
Yeah, of course.
Come back down to St. Louis and check it out over there. Okay.
Chingy, I like the name Chingy. I liked it from the very beginning when I first heard it. How did you come up with that name?
Actually, like in '98, I want to say, me and a couple friends of mine, it was a term for like wealthy people. We'll be like, oh yeah, if they look like they got money, we'll be like they Chingy. And so I was like, you know, that's a nice little name. I can make that my stage name. And so I made the transformation, and worked out well.
It works out really well.
Cassandra, you and I should have like some kind of name.
Stage name?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe we get Chingy to work on it for us. I'd rather him
Y'all
write
got to think about it.
Yeah, you got to put some thought into it.
Think about it, see what I can call
I
you.
don't have that much time right now. I like your bling bling, by the way.
Thank you, man. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Do you have like somebody that, you know, like a designer that said, okay, this is
it's
your
a couple
look?
people, couple designers I've worked with. I worked with Jacob the Jewel. I'm pretty sure you probably heard of him, out of New York. But I got a guy I work with, a little young guy named Mo. He's like 27 that I work with in Atlanta. He does a lot of my jewelry.
Speaking of young people, I like that you're giving a young person a chance, because you have to start somewhere.
Yes.
What advice would you have for someone who's younger that wants to get into the entertainment industry and they think, Chingy did it, I can do it? What advice do you have?
To the young people trying to get in the industry, what I would say, don't think it's just all play because they see the videos and think it's just all about the cars, the jewelry and all that. It's not. It's a very tough business. It's actually 90% business and 10% talent. So when you get in this business, you should, like going to school, I would tell them, like, going to school can play a real good part, because in this business you want to have a business mind and know what you're doing and know what you're talking about. You know, get a great lawyer, entertainment lawyer to have your back. And you got to watch people in this industry too. A lot of people can be a little shady, so you got to know what you're talking about, like up here. You know, you got to have a head on your shoulders. So I would just say get your business together and hang around positive people and not negative people.
Well, and going back to the foundation, how much of an impact it's making here in St. Louis?
Actually, you know, we're getting it back up and running right now. So we're trying to make a real big impact with coming back with it. And you can go to chingyforchange.org and find out about a lot of events we got going on, up and coming events. Like a couple years back, I did this Midnight Magic event where Russell Simmons actually supported me on that, where we gave away some college scholarships to like 4 people. And we're going to be doing that again.
And I apologize. I know that you go to a lot of hospitals and a lot of different things, as we had seen on the pictures, right?
Oh, yeah, that's like some of the services we provide with the Chingy for Change Foundation, like school supplies for the elementary kids. We go up to the hospitals, like you said, to the sick children, comfort the sick children, let them know I care. A lot of the celebrities care too, you know. Feed the homeless, like the college scholarships, you know. So things like that. That's what we provide. Yeah.
That is so wonderful. And you know, when you go to those sick children's hospital rooms like we saw, that lifts their spirits.
Yeah, they really do.
They look at those 4 walls, and here you walk in.
You know what I admire about what you're doing is that you are maintaining everybody informed through social network like Facebook and Twitter. Every day I get something that you're doing with Chingy for Change. That's really awesome. So I wish that you invite people.
I appreciate it.
To join Twitter.
I will. Look me up, Chingy Jackpot on Twitter.
All right, Chingy Jackpot. Chingy, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Good luck in Singapore.
Yes. ChingyForChange.org. So now you can get the information. So you got to find out a little bit more about Chingy. Aren't you glad you tuned in?
And something very serious that he's doing, because he's impacting a lot of people right here in the STL.
Yes, he is. So, Gilberto, we're going to go to a quick break, but don't touch that dial, because we have a lot of good stuff coming up. And you know, Gilberto, what's the restaurant we have?
El Borracho.
Stay with us.
Love is the answer to all questions. Hope is the breath that keeps my spirit alive. Smiles are the world's most plentiful resource. Easter Seals changes the lives of people living with disabilities. Learn how at easterseals.com. Be an angel of change.
To the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the USO is home. The USO depends on the generosity of the American people, people just like you. To find out how you can help, visit us at uso.org. The USO, until everyone comes home.
Did you vote in the last election? I know I would have. I'd want my voice to be heard. You see, the only way your ideas can count is for our elected officials to hear from you. My dad says it's easy. Just learn about the process and vote. So you have all this power to really make a difference. And you didn't take time to vote? Am I missing something?
Learn how to make your ideas count by logging on to www.representativedemocracy.org.
I'm here with my new best friend, Tammy, who came from the audience, and you are going to help us cook.
Yes.
You'll help Ben. And Tammy, tell me a little bit about you. I mean, why do you like so much Mexican food?
Okay. Number one, I cook a lot of tacos myself. I make a lot of taco salads. And I have tried different things cooking. You know, you get tired of the same old food all the time. So I like to switch up sometimes.
There you go. And I don't want to influence your favorite place to eat, but El Borracho.
Yes.
Say it again. El
Say it.
Borracho.
El Borracho.
She tries, see? Don't yell at me when I screw up in English. Anyway, okay, so BJ, come over here and tell me, what is she going to be helping you with?
Well, what we're going to have Ben do is we're going to do our enchiladas. One of the things we do with enchilada sauce and all our sauces we make fresh in-house. So we've actually already prepared the sauce here. You know, it's one of the things we do when we start our day. So he's heating up the sauce now. And what he's going to do, he's going to take the corn tortillas. You lightly warm your oil, get a good medium heat on it, so you can get your tortillas soft before you're going to roll the meat into them.
And then after that is done, what do you do next?
Then you're going to roll the meat in. So we're using our chicken. We use free-range chicken, so we use Amish hens that are just out of Kansas, Amish farm in Kansas. And we cook the whole hen and utilize all the meat, light and dark meat. So he's actually going to roll that in there. So if you want,
so you
can help roll the enchilada.
You can help with the enchilada, and then you can put the meat. So all your food is very fresh, you said before.
Made fresh.
Number one, and it's organic and it's local.
Correct. That is correct. Yeah.
So the chicken is from a farm.
Yeah, farm in Kansas.
In Kansas.
Yeah.
And then the tomatoes and everything, you grow them here locally too?
They're all local. Yeah.
Okay. So, run me through the menu because you have a delicious menu.
Well, one of the big things is that we're a taqueria, so we say taqueria cantina. And what that means is we focus on tacos. So we have two forms. We have the pancho and the gringo taco. Your pancho is your authentic 2 corn tortillas with cilantro and onion. And then we have our gringo style, the more Americanized version with a flour tortilla, lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese.
And why is it the gringo? Is it like more, wimpy?
Yeah, that's just what we're used to.
Is that what it is? No pun intended, okay? Anyway, so what the desserts? Because you also do like churros and some other stuff.
We rotate in different desserts, depending on the seasons, We do the churros. We also do a chocolate pudding that we do. We do an empanada. We've done a couple different desserts that we rotate in. We're actually going to be doing a lime jello with a sangria fruit that we're going to be doing soon. So.
And I can see that you have some great wings over there too.
We do. We actually, for our Monday night menu, for Monday Night Football, we try to reach out to everyone. So we've incorporated some of the stuff that we're doing with our wings, and with the wings we're using different peppers and stuff that we're doing. And then I'm really proud of our Borracho burger. We have our Borracho burger, which is fried jalapenos on queso blanco with bacon on top of a fresh ground burger.
Oh, so taco burgers too?
Yeah.
You need to go over there to El Borracho, which is at 2001 Locust, right here in the city of St. Louis, and we're going to give you more information before the show is over. So check it out. But right now, let's go. Tammy, you got to keep cooking. Okay, and in the meantime, let's go to Ivy, who's in the audience. Ivy.
Poor Tammy. It doesn't look like she's letting her do anything over there. Hopefully they let her taste it. Professionals, they like it their way specifically. Hey, joining me now is Adam. Poor Adam, he's sweating it out over here. I told him he's going to do trivia. He has no idea. But the good news is, the light at the end of the tunnel here, Adam, is that you could win a $35 Sam's Club card. Okay, I'll hang on to this for you. Okay. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Okay. What brought you to the show?
Dave Glover Show.
They're coming up in a minute. All right. Here's your trivia question, Adam. St. Louis consumes more of what condiment than any other U.S. city?
Ketchup.
I would guess that too. Let's think. Malls calls it the sauce is the boss. You want to try again?
Barbecue sauce.
Oh, there it is, barbecue sauce. But you can buy all kinds of barbecue sauce at Sam. Congratulations, Adam. All right, Cassandra, what you got up next?
I'm glad you asked, Ivy. I actually have some advice. Well, Todd does. Todd went out to find out what is the best advice some of our St. Louisans have received. Let's find out how good advice they received.
Hello, I'm Todd Thomas, and I'm here in front of the Coffee Cartel in the Central West End, where a lot of advice is usually given out over a cup of joe. So that's the question of the day. What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Don't go to medical school.
Did you go?
Yes.
So you should have taken the advice?
Correct.
So you're studying now? You having some difficulty or what?
No, actually in residency now, so yeah. It never ends.
The best advice that I was given was from my grandfather. And he asked me, how are you going to learn anything if you know everything?
Do the best that you can in anything that you do.
Who gave you that advice?
My father.
Your father. So he just sat you down and said, Dustin, do the best that you can do.
Do the best that you can do in anything that you do, and you'll succeed.
I think the best advice I've ever been given is to pay it forward. Be nice to people. Do something extra for someone else.
Who gave you that advice?
My dad.
Okay. And let me just throw in another one. What's the best advice you've ever given someone else?
Take the high road. You know, same sort of thing, but just take the high road. Do the right thing.
Basically, never let your past dictate your future.
Say that again as I just listen to it and I feel it. Say it again.
Okay. Don't allow your past to dictate your future.
Meaning that what I've done yesterday or the day before doesn't affect what happens tomorrow.
Doesn't have to, right.
I may have had a couple screw-ups along the way, but there's, time for change.
I'm going to say the early bird gets the worm. It's just a classic,
And who told you that?
Oh, probably this man right here.
Okay, so that's the best advice you've been given. Early bird gets the worm. What does it mean?
If you get there first, then you're gonna get the best and everyone else is gonna get the leftovers.
I think numerous people have always told me to always say please and thank you.
I mean, you start that when kids are like 2 years old, right?
Good advice, and you hear it for your whole life. So.
And it works.
I think so. Don't gossip. We'll go with that one.
And who gave you that advice?
My grandmother.
Don't gossip. And so do you live up to that?
I do my best.
The KISS principle.
What's that?
Keep it simple, stupid.
Great advice from all those St. Louisans. Now, my dad always told me if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Well, we go into a break right now, so don't you fall out of that chair. Stay with us because Dave Glover's show is coming up next.
When you think of the reasons people end up in the ER, you probably wouldn't think of West Nile virus from mosquitoes, asthma attacks from cockroaches, hantavirus from rodents, or Lyme disease from ticks. Even bites from fire ants and other stinging insects send 500,000 people here every year. But you could make a difference in helping to protect your family from pest-related illnesses. Go to pestworld.org to learn how. Why wait until there's an emergency?
I love your show. I think it's a lot of fun. I love the show. I watch the show every night. You have great guests on there. I enjoy watching the best of the STL.
I love the show, and I love to watch it all the time. Thank you very much.
I just recently started watching the program, and so far I have really enjoyed it. It's wonderful what you do with the kids or anything, and putting St. Louis on the map. Hi, I really like your show. Hi, I love your show. I watch it every day, every time you come on. I love your show.
We may get to enjoy retirement, but our old cell phones shouldn't. Recycle them. It's easy, it's free, and it's good for the environment. Hi, this is Richard Garn. Please answer the call to recycle.
Yo, what up? It's your man Nelly, and you watch STL TV. Experience the Lou all day.
In times of peace and times of war, in times of joy and times of pain. We need them, they need us, and we need you. The USO, until everyone comes home.
Tight-knit group who share this 97.1 FM airways 6 nights a week.
I'm tired. I don't know how they do it. And after just a few minutes with these guys, you'll see why this show is able to be celebrating their 10th anniversary.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
Please help us welcome the Dave Glover Show.
We didn't know where we should sit, so figured we'd sit with Dave.
I'm fine.
You good?
I'm
You
good.
all right? All right. All right, we'll move.
Dave's like Santa. Always a gift. Always a gift.
All right.
And we have a chair right here.
Thank you,
All
dear.
There you
right,
go.
Okay, okay.
A gift giver. Max, you got a chair back
Hi.
there?
Yeah, I'm right here, right?
Are you standing
You're
up?
just
I can't
small.
tell.
No,
or sitting
I'm
down.
sitting. Thank you. I know I'm short, but no, that's fine. Short guy in the crowd. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm good. How are
Good
you?
to see you. We're
Welcome
doing great.
to the show.
Thank you for having
I
us
wish
here.
it were hotter in here.
Yeah, I know. It could be a little hotter.
I like
With the sweat beating up off your head and your face. I know.
You guys don't have lights like this in your studio.
No, we don't have lights at all.
It's way though,
And
right?
you can wear underwear if you want to, because no one will see you. But
This is my underwear.
Because we don't wear underwear on this show, evidently.
Well, no.
Oh, we're even there.
You mean
Lots of
just
Well, welcome to the show. We're
Thank
so
you.
excited.
Thank you.
You know, I was listening today to the show, and someone had a workout today, an assessment. That's what I thought, and I heard it was quite difficult.
It was not good.
It wasn't.
It was not
you
good.
You lost a
no.
left lung or something like that?
Yeah, you know, I turned 46 about a week ago, and you know, no one thinks you're gonna get old. You know, when you're 25, you think you'll always be in shape, and you'll always be hip, and you always understand music. And then bad things happened to me this week. I watched the MTV Music Awards, and not one thing made sense. And then I had a personal trainer workout today, and now I'm old. So there you go.
And I heard you were achy.
Yeah, I'm achy already. I didn't do anything. It's supposed to take like a week.
Stretching.
I'm hurt.
So speaking of that, so is there anything worse than a cranky Dave?
I'm not cranky
Dave.
much.
I have
You know
you.
what? It's rare. He's really not cranky.
That's
I'm
good.
not
Even
kidding.
soreness and everything.
Not kidding. No, it's true.
All right.
I don't have a real job. How can I be cranky?
Well, you started out with a real job. You started out as
Yeah.
a lawyer. Now,
Yeah.
were you like a Matlock type of lawyer?
Oh my God, no.
Perry Mason.
True story.
Johnny Cochran.
I went to law school in a drunken bar bet.
Okay.
For real. And someone bet me. I was playing in a band, and I was down at Boomers in like 1987. And someone bet some nerd guy that I could take the test and do better than him, and I took it, and I did.
Wow.
And I went to Wash U, and I became a lawyer, and I hated every second. And 10 years later, I was advertising on a station with my company now.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in to take my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, to lunch, and Steve Shannon from the old Steve and DC show walked out, and I used to do their show, and he thought I was funny. They said, "You want to do a show?" And I said, "Yeah." They said, "Will you do it for free?" And I said, "Sure." And the business manager was standing there, and I owed him $10,000 I couldn't pay. And she said, "Here's what we'll do. Every day you stay on the air, we'll take $100 off your bill."
Wow.
So I was like an indentured servant. And 10 years later, here we are.
Is that legal?
Miracle.
I guess.
Yeah, legal has
That's
very
a good
little
point.
to do.
That's a good
Speaking,
point.
speaking of legal, where's this thing?
What do you have, Tom?
Oh, you have something.
Just
Yes.
in case we need it.
Oh, just
in case we need it. Yes.
Body
Anybody
fluid
out there?
disposal
Did you
kit.
take that off of an airplane?
These
No, we
people
took
are
it from your
prepared.
green
No,
room.
you all are
Oh,
prepared.
What sort of operation
we
is
are
this?
prepared.
Just in case.
You know, we
This,
think of
by the way,
everything.
this was Tom's prison nickname. So,
So we knew you were coming, and we heard rumor that, you know, things get out of hand sometimes.
Sometimes.
Eating contest, stunts, Tom? Seriously, what's the dumbest or the craziest thing that you've been put up to?
We've done everything from 50 pickle shots.
Pickle juice.
Jalapeno juice,
Makes
right.
it sound dirty.
Walking through car wash twice.
Oh!
Charity, though. It's all for charity.
Right.
Wearing nothing but underwear.
I've been hit in the...
Wearing nothing but underwear.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's kind of scary.
It wasn't good, dear. It wasn't good. Been hit by a ham, low, real low.
Like a ham.
A big 10-pound ham, and boom.
Virginia
Wow,
canned.
that's not good.
Virginia can no, it wasn't good. And then last year, I ate 10 pounds of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, he ate
At
it
one
too.
time?
Yeah.
One time.
Wasn't
You really
smart.
did it.
Not
1 hour.
smart. Do
You
not
had
do it,
that?
kids.
That's-
Do not do that.
No.
Had to wear maternity pants.
No, I was hurting.
And he's
Wow.
diabetic, so that was smart. That was really
It's nail on that. Yeah,
No,
wasn't
but
smart.
it's
Do
not
not
that.
do that. Be smarter.
Max, now, did they give you a hard time on the show?
Oh, yeah. I mean, since I joined earlier this year, it's been nothing but a hard time. But that's kind of why I joined, too. So that's fine. That's fine.
What about you, Mark?
I love these guys.
Oh.
He didn't mean that.
No.
Shooting for a race. No, it's a great group, and I'd seen them in the building for a long time, and I just hooked up with them.
Yeah, Mark
I guess
used to be a really big deal. He one time he was really successful, and he did radio for 37 years, and this is where he's going to end his career. So it's very
slumming with
sad.
the
kinda sad,
table.
and this is it.
Yeah. He's like the Brett Favre of radio.
Okay, so speaking of that, we've got a great group of guys. You guys are hilarious. You have a very loyal following. Why no women?
Mostly restraining orders.
Because you never have invited Ivy and I to come guest host. We're just saying.
We will now.
You know what? Tom and I are the only ones that are original to the show.
Yeah.
Over the 10 years, I bet we've had 30 people with us. Katie Cruz was on the show for years. Jennifer Sparks on the show for years. What happens is, and it's kind of a compliment to us, is they know that we can work with whoever. And so as things change in our building with KSHE, The Point, and K-Hits, they just take people away. They took Katie away, then they took Rick Sanborn away, who happens to be Max's dad. And then,
Really?
yeah. So then I said, well, I knew Close is out there. He said, I got to have Mark Close. And then we grabbed Max. And so there you go.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you like the anonymity of radio?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
A lot. Why
Look at
a
the
lot?
sweat. Look at the sweat.
Yeah.
Look at the sweat.
So you don't have
It's
to.
not like the anonymity of being a serial killer, but it's.
Hope not.
You don't have to kill anybody,
You wouldn't
though.
know that how?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Lawyer.
I'm just saying. No, I've done some television, and then
done a lot.
and now with the web, I get people who notice me a lot, which I don't get. I think I look like everybody else. I look like everyone's husband, every guy in a hockey jersey. But people will come up and say,
Sure.
So
That's you know what Ivy and I were talking about, the fact that it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
And you said 37 years,
37.
right, Mark? What's
Yes, ma'am.
changed in 37 years, and then what's changed in 10?
10 years, you guys be doing it together, yeah.
you first.
Same old thing, me.
37 years ago, there was no internet.
Well, there's no internet, and I mean, I started, and I was actually.
I don't think
playing-
they had airplanes.
Color
No.
TV. They had color TV back then. AC.
Really? It was wireless radio. I was playing records in the beginning. I mean,
You went
actually
door to door.
spinning vinyl, and these guys don't even know what vinyl is. So.
Yeah. Yeah. My son said to my husband once, he said, Dad, is that like when everything was in black and white?
Yeah.
And my husband says, you mean like television? And my son says, no, Dad, like everything was in black and white. Like when there were records, right?
Back in there, everything was, the studios were black and white. It was all that way.
The big thing that's changed over our 10 years is the economy went in the crapper. And everything has just changed in everyone's business.
Yeah. Sure.
But we used to have about 200 people at MS for the 4 stations.
Oh,
and now we do everything that we did then with about 60.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's, you know,
We do.
every March, you lose
You're
people.
like, ugh.
So that's probably been the biggest change. We're
And
very
we used
fortunate.
to have hair, too. So that's when we first started.
Well, you know, they have solutions for that right here in St. Louis.
Yes,
You know, this is actually a hairpiece. So
Looking good.
Yeah.
Very natural, isn't it?
I told Hans
Roberto has
Wyman.
that same hairpiece.
Yes, I want to be very subtle.
Max, now you help produce the show.
I do.
And
I
so you guys have some regular segments called Toupee Tuesdays. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Maybe Max.
Yeah.
But so
Toupee
talk
Tuesdays,
about
we're
some
gonna
of those
start that.
regular segments that you...
We've got the Sweet 16, which we
Yeah.
do every Wednesday at 5 o'clock, where we rattle off our favorite 16 of anything. It can be your favorite color, your favorite rock band, your favorite movie of all time. Then we've got Battle of the Half-Wits, which is one of my favorite segments every Thursday at 5 o'clock, where Dave asks us nonsensical trivia questions, and we try to outsmart one another. And it's
really hard.
Very, very difficult, actually.
Okay, when Ivy and I come on, we'll do the battle of the half.
Battle of the half.
All right,
Sure.
we'll come, definitely. We'll bring the sweetest. Whenever you call,
Next week,
let us
it's
know.
on.
Next
All right,
Thursday.
now listen, Dave Glover Show, 97.1 FN. If you're not tuning in, and who isn't, you have to tune in now, 97talk.com/Glover.
And you know, there's 6 nights a week, weekdays, 4 to 7, and Saturdays too.
Right, yeah.
We have no lives.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
ladies.
We will
Thank
see
you.
you
See you on our show Thursday.
Thank you.
You're on.
Good luck for us.
Thank you so much. Woo, so much going on. You know what? But that band is so good. Is it not, Ivy?
Yeah, we can make it a little hotter in here, I
Yeah,
think.
with the band. All right, so let's welcome back Damascus Road.
Let the darkness flee. It's got no power over me. Well, I have been set free. God is alive. Death, where is your sting? Sin has got no hold on me. Well, I am free indeed. God is alive. We've been redeemed. So rise and sing. Everyone glorify the risen Son. The Holy One has overcome. Jesus is alive. The enemy is broken underneath his feet. Death is crushed in victory. Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive. Let the weak rise. Lift our voices, lift your eyes. We're gonna shout, we're gonna shake the skies. God is alive. We've been redeemed. So rise and sing. Everyone glorify the risen Son. The Holy One has overcome. Jesus is alive. The enemy is broken underneath his feet. Death is crushed in victory. Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive. Come on, people. Here we go. The empty grave is singing now, it's shouting out. He is alive, he is alive, we are free. The empty grave is singing now, it's shouting out. He is alive, we are free. We've been redeemed, so rise and
guys are working hard. You know, I'm thinking, I love that song. I think that's going to be my new Christmas carol for this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So where can we see and hear more of Damascus Road?
Believe it or not, you can hear that stuff at a church. Really believe it? Can you believe it?
I believe it.
That's one of the worship songs we play on Sunday mornings. Not your typical church. Wouldn't be like Mass. A little different than Mass, but it's all good. We'll play anywhere, basically. We play at churches. We play at bars. We play at bar mitzvahs. Maybe. Why not? Why not? Maybe not so much.
You'd have to revise the list.
Yeah, it might be a little different. We'll book pretty much anywhere. We have a pretty big genre, but obviously all of our music, at the end of the day, is trying to be uplifting, trying to be a little bit on the positive side. It seems like in this world, a lot of people are on the negative sides. We're going the other way.
I love it. And do you guys write and perform any original songs?
Yeah, quite a bit actually, quite a few. Yeah.
Do you do that, Shannon?
Mostly John. I do write a few of them. John writes a lot of them. We do a lot.
We just tucked John back there behind the speaker.
there, yeah.
But these guys are working hard. If they want more information about Damascus Road, how can we find it?
Facebook/The Damascus Road Band.
All right.
So that's the way to get us.
You know what? I'm thinking my church might be giving you a phone call so you can come perform there or at any of our parties. You guys are awesome. We're going to hear more from Damascus Road before the end of the show. mydamascusroad.org. You know, it's been smelling good. It's plenty hot in here. I wonder if the food's just as hot. Huh, Cassandra?
Oh.
It's delicious, Ivy. You're missing it.
And I tell you, Tammy, are you sizzling yet?
Oh, yes, I'm real sizzling. I'm real hot.
Oh,
yes.
Well, let's see what you're going to make now. What are you doing?
Okay.
In the meantime, DJ, okay, we want to come over. We want to enjoy the cuisine at El Borracho. Where do we go?
We're downtown St. Louis. It's considered downtown west. That's 2001 Locust, which is the corner of 20th and Locust.
Okay, and then the telephone number is 588-0055 for more information, make reservations and stuff like that. Do you cater or do you
We love to cater. We love it. Yeah, during lunch, we'll come to your office. We'll do happy hours, whatever you want to do.
Any special events?
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. I thought that you were going to say something related to vampires.
Now, we do have a Day of the Dead party coming up also.
There you go.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that October 31st and going into November 1st. We're doing our first Day of the Dead party ever.
So you're going to have to invite everybody to come by for Day of the Day, Día de los Muertos. Tammy, what are you doing?
I'm pouring
They
the
finally
sauce
put her to work.
on this chicken.
And you're going to have to try that.
Yes, I am.
Okay, but hurry up because, hurry up.
All
because
right,
there's
I got it.
Not enough time in the day.
Okay, let's do
Okay,
this.
come
then.
on, honey.
Yeah, let's top this off then.
And I am
This
getting
my
hungry.
spice. Okay, there you go. That goes
Okay.
Like a hungry kid. Hurry up, hurry up.
Okay, I want to say thank you to Ben for being on the show, our chef, and also BJ for El Borracho and Tommy for joining us right here in our kitchen.
Yes, thank you.
We have had some awesome guests on the show tonight, and you know what? Our sponsors help us make it come all together. Thanks you to our awesome studio audience, and for those of you tuning in at home and on the web.
And you know what? Our music has been fabulous. I know you would agree. So why don't we let Damascus Road take us on home? Thank you for everyone, and thank you, Damascus Road.
Pass you by, looking through the life's window pane. And don't you sit around and wasting time. That would be a crying shame. There's a power that is deep inside, and it burns just like a flame.